Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to race number 19 of the NR2003 Diva Cup Series. We're getting set to go racing here at Papyrus Motorsports Park to cap off our race weekend here at this track. Brittany White starts on the pole position. She comes into today's race 19th in the point standing, so looking for her first win of the season. Alongside of hers, Mary Moore. She fell 7 spots to 25th in the standings after not taking the start last week at Kansas. Lauren Ekstrom in row number 2. Ekstrom's had a tough season, 34th in the point standings, former winner this season. And Becky Walters, who is still the points leader, but her points lead got evaporated after the gal that was trying to run her down for the points lead won last week in Prudence Martindale. Sure, the rest of the starting lineup looks like Anastasia Adamson and Alicia Marquez did not set a time in qualifying, so there you go. Becky Walters is the points leader by 37 points over the gal that won the race last week. That would be Prudence Martindale as the cars are rolling off. Courtney Lynn, 175 points back, is third in the standings. Do we have a problem with the 38, or is she? Yeah, we got a problem with the 38, so we're going to have to restart. Fourth in the standings is Ginger Foutley. She is 295 points back. Gwen Tennyson completes the top 5. Tennyson's moving over to World Mouse Racing next season for the Diva group, so that's good. Amber Whitecastle is 6 as the cars are now fired up behind the pace car. Want to make sure everyone rolls off. Whitecastle, 304 points back, is 6. Annie Crenshaw is 7, 316 back. 336 back is Maria Steiner. 8th, Brenda Ealing, 352 points back, fell down to 9th in the standings, and Matilda Cobb completes your top 10. As whatever the issue was for the 38, she has gotten that issue fixed, and they did waive off the start. Make sure everybody in the back rolled off good. The answer is yes. Of course, Anastasia Adamson got our work cut out from the rear of the field, but getting ready to wrap up race number 19. After this race, we have 9 more races left to go in the season. Green flag, we're racing at Papyrus for 11 laps of racing. And just like yesterday's Diva Bush Series race, there will not be caution. So whatever happens, happens. Next week, we head to Jesse Art's home track of Texas Motor Speedway. Watch this camera angle. This is one of my favorite camera angles. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a full field of 42 on lap number 1. Everybody getting through at the front. Did anybody get through in the back? The answer is yes. This is a corner. Oh, there goes Anastasia and Ellen Benson making contact. Anastasia goes around and collects a couple of cars. And Alicia Marquez is done after not even completing the first lap. That was way too aggressive, and Elena Aurora got a piece of it. But of course, with no full course cautions to save them, Anastasia Adamson's got her work cut out for her. As you just saw, Prudence Martindale in the Nofo wafer colors this week with on the Napa Chevy Monte Carlo. But what a shame for Alicia Marquez, and Anastasia Adamson comes to pit road. So that will be the end of the day for Marquez. And Alicia Marquez, she came in this race 14th in the points table. This is going to really hurt her in the standings. Annie Winters just scraped the wall. So did Martindale, second in points. Then you see a little wrinkled up on the Nofo Wafer Napa Chevrolet. And a wreck! Brenda Evelyn is around! Oh, and it's collected Gwen Tennyson. Oh, Jillian Black failed to use the brakes. Crystal Fontaine. The 16 is upside down. Monica Towns. Julia Colbert. Ellen Benson. What on earth has happened? Brenda Evelyn, Gwen Tennyson. What in the world just happened? Take a look at a replay real quickly. Oh, don't tell me the teammates took each other out. Don't tell me the teammates took each other out. Let's see. Yep, Gwen Tennyson just took out her teammate Brenda Ealing. Well, that's not going to sit well with Hendrick Motorsports, I can tell you that for certain. Nowhere for Colbert to go. Monica Towns, 10th in points, got collected. 16 upside down. Monica Towns also flipped. The 48 got a piece of it. Hannah Blue Jay. Ashley Reynolds is involved. That might be her day done. She's out of the race as a result. Good night, Charlie Brown. 88 blew an ignition, so looks like her day is going to be done. That was a big wreck that really should have not happened in the first place, and I bet you there's going to be some serious consequences for the 5 and the 24. Brenda Evelyn's got to be utterly disappointed and furious. That was not her fault. I just don't know what the hell the 5 was thinking. Wrecking your team, and unfortunately took out a lot of good drivers like Julia Colbert, who was really just trying to have a good result. Because Colbert, we've heard she's going to be moving down to the Busch Series next year. Oh, Becky Walters got some left side damage. That's the points leader. Lot of damage. I wonder if she hit the guardrail. Wouldn't be surprised. There's Courtney Lynn. There's Prudence Martindale running in the 15th position. Remember, she comes in this race second in points. She's trying to run down Becky Walters for the points lead. There's Brooklyn Carter, Mia Watts back here, Peach Ramirez, and Melissa Cooper. They also got left side damage on the YJ Stinger Chevrolet and Cheerios Dodge, respectively. Lana Aurora, who lost the pack, trying to catch up in the orange and black retro singular wireless Chevrolet. There's Sydney Vortex. Ellen Benson's got some rear end damage on her Rubbermaid Sharpie 4. There's Lindsay Sutton. Lisa Simpson's got no hood on that Velveeta Craft Ford Fusion, or Ford Taurus, rather. I think she was also collected in that big wreck we saw in this left-hander we're coming up to. As Mary Morris got a little bit tight. I should also mention it's cloudy out there, as Brittany White's got some left side damage on her Hooters Ford. But I was going to say the race is cloudy and it has a lot of grip, and right now these drivers finding little grip. Uh-oh, Ginger Foutley is blown up. Let's see what happened to Ginger. We had a wreck over here. Oh, she got turned by, I think that's Mackenzie Thompson. Yes, it was. They were running 17th and 18th at the time of this crash. June Bailey gets a piece of it. June Bailey's season has been anything but stellar. There's been a lot of rumors she might be fired from that right after the season. This is not the result June Bailey was hoping for. Came in this race. Where is June Bailey? She's 38th in points. Oh, Brooklyn Carter just slammed into the one. Brooklyn Carter forgot where the brake pedal was. That's another driver who's been struggling in the points, 32nd to be exact, and those two are probably done for the day. Matilda Cobb's got some left side damage on her Budweiser Chevrolet. June Bailey limping her Pennzoil machine. She's more than likely done for the day. So a lot more attrition in the Cup race than what we had in the Busch race yesterday. Crystal Fontaine was not running good in points, so this was not what she needed. June Bailey, there's been a lot of rumors June Bailey will be fired, and Josephine Bouvier is another gal that has not been running well in points, so. And here's the insult for June Bailey. She's one of the danger zone drivers that could be dropping to the Diva Bush series at this point in the season. As Mary Morris scraped the wall. Mary Morris and Chloe Carmichael are teammates at MBV and MB2 Motorsports. Zero 01 has been the victory lane. She's 17th in points. Chloe Carmichael. Mary Morris, as I said, did not even race Kansas after, I believe, a mechanical problem took the Valvoline Pontiac out of the race before it even began at Kansas, which is a tough break for Mary Morris. Has been struggling all season, has not scored a top 5 this season. She's one of several drivers who has not scored a top 5. Hannah Blue Jay has not scored a top 5 this season. Lisa Simpson has not scored a top 5 this season. Lisa is going to even take a major hit in the standings. June Bailey has not scored a top 5. And then Carla Sonat, Chrissy House, and Kayla Brown that got replaced never even scored a top 5 or a top 10. Maddie Crenshaw is up to 2nd. There's Lauren Ekstrom running in 5th. That's a great run for Ekstrom. How about Tatiana Guerra? Didn't have the result yesterday, but ever since she's replaced Carla Sonat, she's had 2 top 5s and 2 top 10s. So she's had a lot more consistent results than the regular driver of the 32. That would be Carla Sonat. Tatiana Guerra ineligible for the championship, but this is a trial run for her as she'll be running full time here in the Diva Cup Series next season. I do want to point out for Noguera, she is going to be ineligible for the Rookie of the Year honors next season because of the fact she's going to take part in more than 7 Diva Cup Series starts, which is a tough break, but she's getting the experience. And I think that's the goal for team owner Frank, is have Noguera get the experience, and I think that will be the big one for her. Excuse me. That was a sneeze. An unexpected sneeze. Hannah Blue Jay running in the 28th position. Last car on the, I believe she's the last car. Yeah, she is the last car on the lead lap. Jill Thomas is a lap down. Not sure what happened to her. Drivers out of the race so far: Ginger Foutley, June Bailey, Brooklyn Carter, Maria Steiner. Not sure what happened to Steiner. I think she got caught up in that big wreck. Brenda Eveling, the 5 of Gwen Tennyson. I bet you there's going to be some tempers flaring between those two, but I don't think Brenda Eveling wants to get into a fight. I think Brenda's just gonna go straight to the hauler and cool off. I don't think she doesn't want to get in trouble with her new team owner Zachary Taylor. I can tell you that for certain. I think Monica Towns just said, Brenda, let's calm down. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I don't think that's going to be a fun trip home for Hendrick as Mary Morris hit the wall. Speaking of Monica Towns, she's out of the race. Julia Colbert, tough break for her for that rookie. She will be racing in the Busch Series next season. Ashley Reynolds, Jillian Black is out of the race. Crystal Fontaine and Alicia Marquez never even completed lap number 1. As we're coming to the white flag, was there an incident I missed? And the answer is no. And if you're Courtney Lynn, this is not going to be good for you. Or actually, Courtney Lynn's running in 10th. I'm sorry. if you're Brenda Eveling, I think the last thing you don't want to do is we're on the last lap of the race is you don't want to disappoint Zachary Taylor. And I think, and it's important for Monica Towns to say, hey, what happened happened. Let's just worry about the next race. So, and I bet Brenda Eveling didn't need this. And the insult for Brenda Eveling is that she came in this race ninth in the points. Matilda Cobb came in this race. Let's see. Monica Towns came into this race. Jillian Black's probably going to be in the danger zone if she's the way her season's been. Monica Towns was 12th in the points. This is not the result she was hoping for, so that's a tough break for her. As here comes Mary Morris into turn number 7. The Valvoline Pontiac for NBV Racing. The teammate to the 01 comes off turn number 7 and will win at Papyrus for her first win of the year. Mary Morris, the Divas Series star, trying to follow in the footsteps of Robert Morris, and so far so good. That's pretty good. Molly Thomas, Josephine Bouvier, Annie Winters, Lauren Ekstrom, Becky Walters, Matilda Cobb, Courtney Lynn, Lauren Grubius, and Tatiana Guerra complete the top 10. As looks like something has happened to Maddie Crenshaw, as she's losing positions hand over fist. Apparently, she was involved in an incident that we're going to see, I will see off the air. That's a tough break for her. You look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. She fell all the way to 25th. Oh, a tire. That's probably why. But she will finish the race, though. I will make sure it says running. 12 drivers of the 42 failed to see the checker flag. But thank you all so much for watching today's race. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCS Race Crew today. We showed your full finish results. Your points will be in the description heading into next week's race, as you've been watching another broadcast of PCS Race TV, the best in racing since 2017.